All on the go and praise to how about Shema Mashak when lucky I was shot, man. Shalom, shalom, this is brother Yasha Ali.
This is brother your car.
Khan, come back to y'all with yet another video through the Spirit Pod Yahweh by Shema Mashak when lucky I was shot, man. Right, as you can see, we where we at?
We on the go.
We're on the go, man. We're on the go. Near Venice, LA. Alright, all praise to the Most High. Alright, so shalom, shalom. Alright, but you know, we just want to be instant in teaching, man. You know, there's no better time. You know, there's not a set point in time where, okay, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to bring it out right now. You know, we're not going to go over the precepts right now because this, not the third. Where did the Lord say that? Yep. You know, in the car, the Lord said, let me get this precept real quick, man. All right, let me get this precept. The Lord said, right, all right, the Lord said this. Oh, God. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Con. All right, Con, the water. See, I can't even get the pocket Bible out of my pocket.
See that?
All right, Con, let me get this precept real quick. Deuteronomy 6 chapter. All right. There's a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, right? Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So the Lord said you got to talk about these commandments all the time, man. He said when you rise up, when you're sitting in your house, hey, anywhere, man. Hey, 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 8 says, I would that men pray everywhere, right? With the lifting up of hands.
That's right.
That's what the Lord said, you know? You had to point out.
Yeah, can you get Luke chapter 21?
God.
We on Luke 21 and 5. So like 23.
Luke 23. All right. Got a one-handed. God, you want it? Luke 23 and 5? God, this is the book. Verse 5. It says, and they were more the fierce, saying, he stirreth up the people, teaching throughout all Jewry.
Hey, so Yahweh Shah Mashiach, he was stirring up the people and teaching everywhere.
Right.
In season, out of season, on the highways, on the byways, in the temple. Right? With his disciples, on mountains, on hills, on cliffs, on the shore, on a boat. Yahweh Shah, he was always ready to teach.
Right.
He didn't have time off.
Right.
Now I'm on the boat, you know, I'm with my disciples. Now we just chilling.
Right.
Yahweh Shah was always in the spirit, always on fire.
Right.
Always praying, always teaching.
Right.
Right. Always crying out to the Most High God, man.
That's right.
So we had to mirror that, man, and always be in the spirit of the Lord, man.
That's right.
24/7, no matter where we go, no matter what we're doing. Man, can't be an Israelite. Then now you're really in the spirit.
And they were the more fierce, saying, he stirreth up the people, teaching throughout all Jewry, beginning from Galilee to this place.
And he taught from Galilee all the way down, right, to Jerusalem, huh? In the temple on the Sabbath.
That's right.
Right, read. At Passover, man.
God.
On the feast days, on a regular day, on the Sabbath. Yahweh Shah was always doing the work, man.
That's right. And when Pilate heard of Galilee, he asked whether the man were a Galilean. And as soon as he knew that he belonged unto Herod's jurisdiction, he sent him to Herod, who himself also was at Jerusalem at that time.
So, hey, you know, Yahweh Shah, he was known for all work. He was known for always teaching from Galilee always to here. Everybody knew who Hamashiach was.
Right.
Why? Because he was on fire, man. Teaching, praying, reading, helping the people. Yahweh Shah was on fire.
Right.
Right. So us being the men of the Lord, us being the hope, the elect, we have to mirror that through the Spirit.
That's right.
Do that, okay?
Khan, that's right. Hey, beautiful precept, man. Beautiful precept. I got this also about Yahweh Shah. All right. It's the book of Mark chapter 10 verse 1. And he rose from thence and cometh into the coast of Judea by the farther side of Jordan, and the people resort unto him again, and as he was wont, he taught them again. What does that mean, as he was wont? meaning as he was accustomed. When you look up that word want, right, it's an old word. It means as you are like accustomed, like it's your custom. You know what I'm saying? To do a certain thing. Now, as he was want, meaning as it was accustomed, right? He taught them again. So it was Yahweh's common custom to be teaching, man. Just like other brothers bringing out. It was just common for him. He was always teaching, man. You look at Yahweh, he's always teaching, always dropping down parables, you know? And just like how I kind of brought out the spirit, guess what? There's different ways you can teach, you know? You don't have to always teach by, you know, you going through, you know what I'm saying, you just breaking stuff down like that. There's ways you can teach someone how to do something. You know what I'm saying? You can teach through your actions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Through your mannerisms. That's how you can teach, you know? So, hey, Yahweh, he was doing all of that. He was teaching through his actions, his mannerisms, and even by his words. Yeah. You know? So, the Lord said, hey, guess what? Be instant to teach. Just be like Yahweh. You know? That's what we're in this troop for. To be like Yahweh, be like the Lord. How did the Lord move? You know? The Lord, he saluted men. That's right. The Lord, he saluted men. That's right. Everybody. The Lord, everybody, man. The Lord, he sat with the sinners. Yeah. You know? And look, let me get this precept, man. And the publicans. Right. And the publicans.
And Pharisees. And men that hated him. And men that loved him.
Right. Yeah, exactly, man.
Because he knew men. When you read John 2, the Lord knows what's in man's hearts.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Whether they were going to make it, whether they're not going to make it, and how it's shot, he still dealt with them, huh?
That's right. Hey, Khan, that's right. I got this precept real quick. Yeah, so Khan, hey, the Lord, he was sitting with the even the sinners, right? He was sitting even with the sinners. It's like it. Right. The book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 10. It says, and it came to pass as Yahweh sat in the house, right? So like it. As he sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? But when Yahweh heard that, he said unto them, they that behold need not a physician, but they that are sick. So they that are whole, they don't need a physician. You know what I'm saying? They that are whole, like this brother, you know, hey, he's whole. He's made whole, man. Right? And we're trying to be made whole. You know what I'm saying? But they that behold, they don't need a physician. They don't always constantly need Yahweh being on them like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why Yahweh, he was sitting with the publicans and the sinners. He was trying to heal them, man. That's right. Right? So if Yahweh was sitting amongst the publicans and sinners, showing them love, how much more love did he show unto his own disciples, man? That's right? How much, hey, Khan, shalom to the mighty brothers, man. How much more love did the Lord show onto the men that he was even laboring with, man? Right. Because he has certain men, they don't show love to their own congregation. Yeah, hey, how off is that? That's off. You know, I'm not finna salute every brother here, and they're in your own congregation. See that? Hey, here this is a brother flies over the whole across the whole country
or the whole globe.
Right, the whole globe, the whole earth to see this one brother because he looks up to him, and then when he finally gets to meet him, you say, "I'm not gonna salute you."
Being a dickhead.
You know, God, I'm gonna just salute your officer. That's not showing the love. Hey, that's not getting the love of the congregation.
At all.
At all, man. Right? All. That's not being lowly, and that's not being like Yahweh, man. Period. Because, it's like, you said what?
So like, you go to 1 John 2 and 6.
Gone. Right? That's the book of 1 John. 1 John, chapter, you said 2 and 6? Con. This is 1 John, chapter 2, verse 6. It says, he that saith he abideth in ought himself also to walk even as he walked.
Hey, so if you say that you abide in Hamashiach Yahushua, if you claim to be a man of the Lord, right, teaching, preaching, and we have to truly live these things, man.
Right.
You know, we have to truly walk like Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? I think there's more on that.
Con. Verse 7. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye had from the beginning. The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning.
What's that word that you've heard from the beginning? to love one another. You read that about that within the next chapter.
Right.
Read.
Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you.
Well, hey, now John, hey, see it in
Right.
word, in truth. You can see it indeed, man, by John. Right, by Yahweh Shai. So now it's a quote unquote new commandment because you can fully see. You can fully see how Hamashiach Yahweh Shai died for our sins. You can see how he was meek. You read about how he washed our feet. Right, you read about how he wept, right, when his brother died. Right. You read about how he, right, submitted himself unto the Most High, right, and bared that burden for our people. You've read these things, right, and that's true love. You remember Isaiah 53. You remember himself sacrificing himself physically, mentally, spiritually for the nation, and that's true love. Right, read.
That's right. It says, brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye had from the beginning. The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning.
From the beginning, man. That's to love one another, man. Because we read John 13. You can't tell who's Christ's disciples by who knows the most precepts.
Right.
Right. Who's the deepest? Who's the deepest man in Israel?
Right.
Whoever sounds, or who's the best orator. It's not about who's the best orator.
Right.
You know, it's not about who's the deepest in Israel.
Right.
You know, or who's the loudest, who can sound the mightiest, who looks the best. It's not about that. You know, the true men of the Lord, they're gonna love their brother, man. All right. It's some mighty. Hey, we're staying on topic. Hey, it kind of seems like, but hey, we're going into Yahweh Shai, and how we have to walk like Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Right. And that's a beautiful topic, man. Because Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai did a lot of things. We can talk about Yahweh Shai 24/7, man. 247, every day, all day, because he did so because of his mighty works, man. Because of his mighty grace and the mighty deeds that he did for our people, man. So we're gonna talk about the Lord, man. Hey, David said, "Hey, confess his name before the Gentiles, man." You know, so we're gonna do that through the Spirit. And we're gonna examine ourselves, exhortate our brothers, right, to walk more like Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Right. You got it, okay.
Khan, that's right. That's right. I got this precept too, because Yahweh Shai was real humble and lowly.
Very.
I mean, like, and does Yahweh Shai have to be like that?
No.
Hell no. Hey, you said what?
He's a son of man.
He's a son of man.
He can do anything.
He can do anything, man. He is the son of the Most High God. You know? He's the son of the Most High God. He is, and he's the Most High's firstborn, right? The Most High's only begotten son, right? He is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Hey, literally, I mean, who's over Yahweh? The only person over Yahweh Shai is the Most High.
Yeah.
Hey, who's over you, brother? You know what I'm saying? It's your damn, you know, even within, let's say if you're in the body, right? If you're in the body, you acting proud, but you're just a soldier, brother. Come on now.
Yeah.
You just, you know, and not that like matters. It's just that the fact that Yahweh Shai, he's a King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and still remain one of the most meekest, most humblest men to ever walk the earth, man. Right? It's the book of John, chapter 13, and verse number, right? He said unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Yahweh Shai, right? So verse 4, he riseth from supper and laid aside his garments and took a towel and girded himself, right? And after that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with a towel wherewith he was girded. So Yahweh Shai was literally washing the disciples' feet. He was washing the disciples' feet, man. Hey, these brothers are saying they somebody, right? Are you washing your soldiers' feet? You know?
Damn.
I don't think they're doing that.
Yeah,
I don't think they're doing that.
You're not saluting them, brother. You're definitely not picking up a cloth. You're washing his feet. Man.
Washing his feet. Yahweh Shai literally did that. It's not a parable. It's brother.
Break that.
Right. Hey, you're trying to break it down. Nah, it's not literal. It's not literal.
This.
You know, the water is the word, and then the damn
feet.
The feet.
It's the
feet. Right. He's talking about the, And then,
you know. Hell, you know. The feet talking about the you know.
The feet. Then you go to Daniel 2. The feet with the the toes.
Damn toes.
The toes. Right, you go
That's
to
all.
Daniel 2.
That's
Wait,
all,
brother.
man.
Like, nah, it's not that deep, brother. It's literal. All right? Yahushua literally washed the disciples' feet. Now, did Yahushua have to do that?
Yeah,
You know? They should be washing it. That's why Peter's like, Lord, does thou wash my feet? You know? Thou should never wash my feet, man. Right? Why are you washing my feet?
Yeah.
I should be washing your feet, man.
Plain.
You know? But the Lord said, if I don't wash your feet, that has nothing to do with me. You know? So, you know, that's what the Lord kind of had did. So we have to take these things into our mind, you know, and just remain humble in this walk, man. You know, I pray that all the sisters remain humble, man. Because the Lord said at the end of the day in Sirach 3, right? Let me get this real quick. Sirach chapter 3. Be humble and lowly like Yahushua. Sirach 3 and verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. So the Lord said, God, the Lord said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. You gotta humble yourself, man. The greater you are, you know. God, hey, that was like David too. David wasn't walking around proud
At all.
you know. God, but David was literally the anointed of the Lord. He could lift up his head, but he didn't. You know, Abraham, all these mighty men, and you know, like it's more mightier for you. Like let's say, okay, you're a king, but you're still acting like a servant, man. How much more mightier that is than for you to be a king and you kind of have your head high, and you're not, you know, you're just proud as hell. Nobody's gonna like that person. Yeah, God, it's just wicked. You know, nobody's gonna like that person. So, you know, Khan, you got a precept?
So I got a new country.
Nah, Khan, yeah, you got it.
James 4:10.
Let's look at James, chapter 4. All right. 4 and verse 10. It says, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord.
Hey, you gotta humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. We're nothing but dust and ashes.
That's right.
The Most High, it's very evil to be proud.
Right.
The Lord, he cut you down, man. Read about Antiochus Epiphanes.
That's right.
The little horn.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's so proud, he thought he could control the waves. He thought he could go to Venice Beach, pick up the waves, kind of tell them to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or he thought he could control the stars, control the moon. Thought he could call. He said thought he could call the star. And we see his end. The Lord judged him for his pride. When he reacts, you know, the Lord judged the king for his pride, man. Man, boasting in him, and then the Lord cuts him down. The Most High's not dealing with pride. The Most High is the only one that can ever be proud. He's literally the only one. Everything comes from him. Everybody comes from him. So therefore, we have to humble ourselves before our God, man. So let's see what happens, right, if we humble ourselves.
That's right. Humble yourselves to the Lord, and he shall lift you up.
And he shall lift you up. Not you lifting your own self up in your damn head, seeking vainglory, you thinking you're somebody when you're really nothing. Now, but imagine the Most High lifting you up. That means you're really somebody, man. Because, hey, can you go Psalm chapter 3?
Psalm
chapter 3 and 3. The Most High, he'll lift you up, man, but you just got to humble yourself down. Right? And we read John chapter 3, verse 30. Right? John said, hey, I must decrease, and he must increase, man. That's the spirit we have to be moving in, right? Praying that we can decrease, right, from doing what we want to do, right, you know, our pleasures, right, caring about men, right, and praying that the Most High can go increase within us, man, and just to help us to be godly, and just to help us to be righteous, help us to be meek, help us. This thing isn't easy. It's not easy to be meek when the Most High bless you with understanding and you have faith that the Lord is dealing with you. That's not an easy thing to be. To put your head down, you know, when your head really belongs up. That's not an easy thing to do. But that is what is required of us, man. You got it, Ken.
Psalms chapter 3, verse 3. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of mine head.
Hey, so David said the Most High is the lifter up of his head. David said, he didn't say, hey, I lift up my head because I'm the king, and it is what it is. The Most High chose me. He's not dealing with y'all. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
He didn't say that, man. He said, hey, the Most High, he's the lifter up of my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, therefore, hey, he's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we got to be holy, right? We got to be lowly and holy, right? So the Most High willing, right? The Most High can lift up our heads in due season.
That's right. Con, that's right. I got a quick precept on that. It's a book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 1. And it reads, Sirach 11 and 1. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. So the Lord said, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree. And the Lord, he did that for this brother. He did that for me. He did that for all the mighty brothers and mighty sisters in this truth. The wisdom lifted up our head.
That's right.
And put us on a high place. Because we were at a low degree, man. If you're walking around sagging your pants to your ankles, you're on a low degree, bro.
Very low.
Very low. If you're walking around calling yourself black, African American, Mexican, eating pork sandwiches and damn gumbo, you know,
yeah.
And you listening to damn Little Baby,
yeah,
and you Lil Nas X, and you have 7 baby mamas, the Lord say you're on a low degree.
And you hate your brother.
So now you're a murderer. Low degree. But the Lord said, when you come to this truth, you obtain. The Lord said, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low man. You know, you would never think to sit amongst. Because before we came to this truth, we didn't know that prophets were back on the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know, whoever they may be. We didn't know that, though. We didn't know that the apostles were back on the earth. But they are. And they're roaming around here today. You know? So the Lord said that, wisdom is going to make us to sit amongst great men and lift up our head. You know, now we have confidence. Because we can actually walk around knowing who we are.
That's right.
You walk around knowing I'm a king in the earth. You know how much confidence that gives you? You know? That's why, nothing can really put you down, for real. Because at the end of the day, you know that you're Israelite. You know that the Most High's for you. You know that you in this truth. You know the Most High's name. You know you have the wisdom, etc., etc. You know? Con. You got a point?
Precept.
Con.
Hey, Con.
If not,
Con. So yeah, give me Colossians.
Con.
Actually, give me Luke. Give me Luke. 6 and 37. Sure.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 37. And it reads, it says, judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemn not, and ye shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven.
Okay, so we have to forgive within these last days, man.
That's right.
You got it, Ken.
God. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, down, and shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom.
Hey, so we have to give, man.
That's right.
And give, that's very, very, that's a very broad term. Give. You know, you gotta meditate upon that, man. Give. What do I have to give? My time unto the Lord. Give my heart unto the Lord.
Right.
I have to release the passions and my desires and the things that I want to do. Walking proudly, right? Boasting in myself, right? Hey, I have to give myself over unto the Lord, man. Read.
And running over shall men give into your bosom, for with the same measure that ye meet withal.
80. So basically, what you put in is what?
It shall be measured to you again.
Hey, you're gonna get it right back, man. Whatever you put into this truth, right, you're going to get it right back to the Spirit. Whether you put in being proud, you put in boasting in yourself, right? Whether you put in not magnifying the Most High, not being sincere, not being true. Hey, you're going to get it right back, man.
Right.
You got it, Ken.
He spake a parable unto them. Are you keep going?
Yeah,
Okay. Can the blind lead the blind? Shall they not both fall into the ditch? The disciple is not above his master, but
the disciple is not above his master. Yahweh said he didn't tell us to do things that he didn't do.
Right.
It's to give, press it in, make sure you give your best. These are things that the Most High did. Right? Do it, Son of Mashak, of course. You got it, King.
The disciple is not above his master, but every one that is perfect shall be as his master.
Hey, so everyone that is perfect, everyone that is perfect is going to be like his master, man. Everyone is striving for perfection is going to be like Yahweh Shai. It's going to move like Hamashak Yahweh Shai.
God.
So with that being said, man, we have to move like the Lord, man.
That's right.
We got to move like Christ within these last days, man.
That's right.
And truly strive for the mastery. Truly strive for perfection, man.
Mm-hmm.
And truly strive to keep God's commandments, man, in truth, in honesty, and in sincerity. You got it, okay?
That's right. That's right. Hey, man, all praise to the Most High. I'm gonna leave it off with this, right? It's a book of, right? It's a book of First Timothy, chapter 1. You know, we always have to, remember this, man, right? Tell me to get 2 quick precepts, and then if you want to get it close down precept, you can as well. Let me get this real quick. First Timothy, chapter 1. And verse number 12. And I thank Mahashiach Yahweh Shah, our Lord, who hath enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry. Amen. That's all praises. Like how the elder says, he thanks the Most High all the time that he brought him into this truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This glorious, glorious truth. We never thank the Most High enough to save us from death, man. To save me from having 7 wives. We got yours to hear. You know what I'm saying? Save this brother from death, Save us from death, It says, who was before a blasphemer and a person would obtain mercy because I did it ignorantly in unbelief. All right, so we obtain mercy of the Lord. That's all praises, man. Right? All praises. I'm going to get this real quick. Revelation 3:3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. So we have to always remember how we heard this truth. We have to hold fast to it and repent, man. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. And that's the Lord talking, man. So we better take heed to that. Con, you got it.
Con. Yeah, give me Psalms chapter 49. Got a lot of precepts from them.
See that?
Damn, I can't figure out how to post this thing off, man. There's a lot of precepts, man.
It's too many precepts.
That's a lot of mighty precepts that the Most High put forth within these last days, man. Give me 2 Timothy 2:15. That's how we close it off.
2 Timothy 2. It's a book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, and verse number 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God.
Hey, so we have to study because that's going to make us approved unto the Most High God, man.
Right.
Meet for the master's use if you have ears to hear.
Right.
So we have to be studying within these last days. Say it again?
Charger.
Yeah, Con. Hey, we got to be studying within these last days, man. So got to be sincere, got to be diligent, got to be fervent for the Lord, man. Studying precepts, reading, praying, fasting. All of these things we have to be doing within these last days, man. You got it, Ken.
That's right. Studies show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
You got to rightly divide the word of truth, man. You got to know the false way from the right way, man. You got to hold fast, as it says to Timothy, on the doctrine which ye have been taught, man. Because demons are becoming more prevalent with false doctrine, with false understanding. So be strong in the Lord, faithful, studying, and abounding in wisdom, knowledge, understanding, discretion, discernment. By Shema Mashak Yahweh.
By Shema Mashak Yahweh. Khan, all praises, man. So with that, all praises to Yahweh. By Shema Mashak Wamalak Yahweh. Right? Kwam Yasha Allah, man. This brother Yasha Allah.
Brother Yakar, the hopeful elect.
Khan, that's right. Hey, all praise to the Most High perpetually. Khan, shalom.
Shalom.